everyone, and welcome back to another CollectA figure review here on Jurassic Collectibles. So today we have got a look at a very unique dinosaur. This is the Borealopelta, and this is a nodosaurid ankylosaur from the Lower Cretaceous of Alberta in Canada. So you can see a little bit more of this animal in the packaging. Obviously we've got the baggie that all of the CollectA figures come in. For those of you wondering, yes, I was reading from a webpage as I looked across to tell you a little bit more about this dinosaur. Again, kind of ankylosaur I have not really heard much about. And I always find it interesting because obviously there are a lot of different animals out there. And oftentimes the ones we hear most about are the ones which appear within the films we all enjoy. So here we have got the Borealopelta. It's going to take me a while to remember that, out of the packaging, and you can see that this figure comes in a dark maroon red with kind of dark brown and tan highlights throughout the figure. And it's a nice figure. It's smaller than I expected. It's a little bit expensive for the price. And the kind of eyes and the head sculpt on this figure look a little bit simple, but it's not awful, you know. It's maybe a step down from the other CollectA figures we've looked at, but it's not horrible. So here you can see some of the texture work on this figure, lots of detail throughout, really nice attention to detail on the side of the body with all the extrusions and the real detail and paintwork done to highlight all of these little individual pieces of texture. The head, again, perhaps if I can get it in focus, leaves a little bit to be desired. The eye looks a bit simple. Obviously other details on the figure, you can see some detail on the underside, some paintwork just there. Claws are painted in this kind of very matte black colour scheme. It actually looks like it's got hooves, like a more modern design here on the front, which we know from fairly recent science was seen on these kinds of dinosaurs. At least I believe it was... Actually, no, it wasn't Ankylosaurs, it was Edmontosaurus, I believe. So that's quite interesting. You can see lots of texture across the back of this figure. Those nice extrusions on the side there. Some nice colour in the tail. And again, some nice details on this side. But overall, if I can get that in focus for you, not really too much to say about this figure, you know. You can see we've got the usual CollectA branding. And it's a nice dinosaur, it's a nice model. I don't know how accurate it is in terms of paleontology. Just looking at some of the actual specimens which have been recovered from it, it doesn't look like we have many specimens of this animal, but it's definitely different enough to the Ankylosaurus to feel like its own distinctive animal. You know, we don't have the tail club on the Borealopelta, and it kind of feels a bit more like a Sauropelta with the way it's got these extrusions here. So again, an interesting dinosaur. I'm discovering lots about these as we go along with these reviews. It does have some interesting sort of extrusions on the leg just there, which look quite interesting. But beyond that, not really too much distinctive with this figure. It's a nice figure. I'm not sure I'd necessarily recommend it unless you're a CollectA figure collector. Purely because it is a very small figure. You can see with my hand there, it's about the size of my hand. So a small figure, a little bit overpriced for the price I paid, I would say. But again, if you're a collector, if you're into these, if you've got a lot of the CollectA assortment, then I can picture it looking nice on a shelf. But as always, do let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below, like, favourite, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. And until the next one, guys, take care and have a great week.